Hello everyone and welcome back to Sudden Wealth. I hope you guys are having a very good week. If you do enjoy the content, please consider dropping that like and subscribe. As you know guys, it greatly helps the channel, so thank you very much for your support. Now, today we had a bit of a continuation in the morning and during the night of the Bitcoin and Ethereum in particular sell-offs. There are a lot of people who are confident that we've now gone to 57,000 or 56,900 or something, and now we are done with the sell-off. Look, I hope so. To be honest, I really don't think so. I do believe the 4752K by either end of May, early June seems the more likely expectation to me. I've been saying this, I think, for months now. But in any case, if this was really the bottom, I would be very surprised and happy. As I've said, my positions have been made long ago. So if I don't get an extra opportunity, that's fine. If I do get it, and I do expect we're still going to see those numbers. So my expectation is, just to be clear, Bitcoin to go to somewhere between 47 and 52,000, and maybe a little weak into, so the week when it does something like this, into 45,000. That way we would test the breakout area that we had. We would test the 200-day moving average, and we would test the 40-week moving average. So a lot of very strong support down there. It would match with the previous cycles, and it would catapult us into the real bull market, the one that comes up after the Bitcoin halving sell-off. So for those of you who are confused, do I think the Bitcoin halving sell-off is a bad thing? No, I actually think it's bullish. We get rid of some of the newcomers, some of the Johnny-come-latelys that came for the ETF or for whatever narrative was happening at the time of the other halvings. We get them out and we can move up again. Now this sounds very harsh, but it's the reality of crypto. Most people don't make it. Most people cannot take the volatility. I've already seen people like completely collapsing mentally after this sell-off, which tells me, okay, guys, we are 20% from the all-time highs, or 25%. If you're already struggling this hard, you're not going to make it. Sorry to be very blunt, but it is what it is. By the way, guys, I was checking some of my old videos. I've spoken about a few of my new lottery tickets, like Book of Ethereum, Birdwolf, FOTTIE, HOPPY, etc. And I mentioned in that video that I would add the contract addresses in the description of the video, and I forgot. So I apologize for that. I will do it today. So this video, in the description, there's the contract addresses of my new lottery tickets and when I came into them. Basically, it's around the same theory, the Ribbity theory, the theory around the Pepe universe, trying to grab coins in the Ethereum network via Ethereum, because I do believe Ethereum will still have its real bull run, and obviously all the coins in the ecosystem will benefit. And I'm trying to catch them below 2 million market cap. So you'll see that all of them are below 2 million market cap, and one or two is below a million. Some of them are doing already very well, some of them not so great. As you guys know, I always disclose my positions regardless of if they're doing very well or not. I'm always very honest with that, and it's all around the same narrative: user growth, Pepe universe, Telegram users growing, and that to me is what matters the most. So, in summary, can we have a bounce here on crypto and other markets? On crypto in particular, sorry. Yes, we can. Did we see the bottom? I don't think so. If we did, great. That will work excellent for me. I still think 47 to 52K with the potential of a little week into 45,000. We'll see if I'm right. Timing, this varies a bit. I'm not so concerned about, is it going to be the last week of May, the third week of May, the first week of June? I mean, this part is not so consistent. I've seen certain cycles take 1 month, so that would put us in 19 May. I've seen other cycles going to 2 months, putting us in 19 June. I think the average is around 1.5 months or so. So if you look at it, you're talking about end of May, early June for the potential local bottom, and then we go straight up. Now the Fed came and talked about what's happening. Obviously, they will not raise rates anymore. I've explained ad nauseum why. There's no way, because the Treasury keeps on spending money and adding to the debt, and as the debt needs refinancing, you cannot allocate, a third of your tax revenue just to pay interest on the debt. So they need any argument in order to be able to reduce rates, because it's the only way that the system can continue. You see, we've been sold that we are in a restrictive time period. No, we're not. Money supply has been increasing. That's all that matters. You remember, guys, for those of you who've been following me for quite some time, I was saying we would see new all-time highs in the US stock market when everybody was predicting collapses and all of this kind of stuff. And all the narrative was, oh, the market cannot survive high interest rates. Yes, it can. Depends on what the money supply is doing. That was a very unpopular opinion at the time, but nowadays people actually came to agree with me. But at the time it was very unpopular. I said, look at the money supply. That's all that matters. All these interest rates rising, all of this is all fugazi. By the time that we get into the real refinancing period, the real meat in the bone, the real, dark period, you'll see that they're gonna come up with some story to reduce, to decrease interest rates, and that's gonna be it. And I don't know what's gonna be. Maybe they will say that the new economy, due to artificial intelligence and whatever, requires a 3% inflation for some reason. Maybe it's gonna be, I don't know, we need to fight some whatever, and that is more important than a slight higher inflation for some time. I mean, whatever, they will come up with something, and they will reduce interest rates. Why? Because it's the only way that the US can continue to accumulate debt. I even made a very exotic prediction. I said we're gonna see negative Fed funds rate before the end of the decade. We'll see if I'm right. But with that, guys, enjoy some of the recovery. There's going to be some bounces. I still think what I've just said, that we're going to see Bitcoin going into the 52, 47, 52K range. We'll see. And thank you very much for your support, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.